Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. I know it's been a minute. I've been kind of busy, but this is going to be a general reading for Cancer. How you doing, Cancer? If you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. If you're not, welcome back. Just remember, Cancer, it's a big world, so it is general. And this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Cancer. So how you doing, Cancer? So as I was preparing, one thing I'm definitely sensing is like there's like a turning point happening here, but it's in two ways. I feel like some of you are going to be upgraded soon if you haven't already. Not only that, but I just feel like things are, how can I put it? I want to say settling, but I just feel like either you're going through this now or will soon. It's almost like everything's falling into place. So it's not just an upgrade as far as money or work. It's like a whole lifestyle, really. Not only that, I feel like there's also a turning point when it comes to what you really want in life. I think some of you are truly tapping into your passions. And again, if you're not, you probably will soon. But again, it's general. Because I just feel like some of you are there or at the beginning, and then some of you don't even see it, but it's coming. Okay. So keep that in mind. But even on a spiritual level, I think some of you are awakening and you're seeing things a lot different, and it's really good. I think some of you have been soul searching. You've been going over your life and realizing how amazing you are, okay? But also just realizing the lessons, okay? You may even at some point thought you have learned some lessons that now that you relook, you see that there was more to learn, which is a good thing, all right? But I do feel like there's a whole new chapter coming for you, and it's a good one. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I think some of you are having a little hard time seeing that at the moment because you're still healing from some things, maybe from the past or maybe, in the present. Um, I will say for some of you, there is someone difficult around you. I feel like this person may give you a hard time sometimes. I do feel like there is a deep connection. And what I mean by that, like this is someone you care about, or at least someone that is very present in your life. I apologize for any background noise also. It is what it is. Um, so I feel like you're just seeing things a lot differently, and it's really good. But like I said, I feel like some of you are healing to things, and there's some difficult things that you have to work through. But this person, as I said, it's like a deep connection. You may not know what to do about it. Because I feel like I said, for most of you, it's like you care about this person. At the same time, it's not easy being around them. They're very questionable also. I will say that I am sensing that you should definitely follow your intuition, because I think there may be things that you're suspicious about. And there's something to that. There is a reason why you're feeling that. Okay. I feel like there's signs there. Okay. I do feel like if you follow your intuition and you really look at everything, you will find a way to come up with either a solution or some way to handle the situation. I will say be careful. I don't know why I keep sensing that this person is I don't know what word I want to use, but draining. But I also feel like it's almost like their way of thinking is a little off. Okay. So choose your battles wisely, because I feel like there's a time where you can get through and there's times where you cannot, and you still try to do it, and it's kind of a waste of energy. You know what I mean? Even though I know you want to get your point across, but you got to be choosy, is what I'm sensing. Be choosy. That's what I'm sensing so far. Yeah, maybe pettiness, arguing. Have the Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you guys are getting an upgrade. It could even be that some of you started a whole new life. You know, maybe you were connected to this person in the past. Maybe this person is an ex that is still, in your orbit. Or it could just be someone you're involved with right now. It doesn't have to be a romantic love, but I do feel like it's someone close to you. And I feel like the person's well, first of all, they're led by their emotions, but I don't know, I keep feeling like they're bossy and they use like some like emotional guilt or something. Yeah, I told you things are coming together. The world. You will see. I feel like you're also being recognized and in different ways. It's almost as you're changing, it's showing. You know what I'm saying? Even people don't say it. It's definitely showing. And a lot of the things you want will be coming true, Cancer. Okay, you may not see that now, but they will. So you have the Queen of Pentacles upright. You have the Justice in reverse. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. That's what I'm getting from that Justice card. Okay. Maybe not everyone agrees, but the feeling I'm getting, what's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. So even if people don't want to admit it, there is something that is pretty clear. Okay. Some of you may be trying to prove something. I do feel like there's some imbalance going on. But that's going to change. It really is. I told you, you're getting an upgrade, Cancer. Be patient. I also feel like you're working on yourself a lot. As I said before, it's a lifestyle thing too. Okay. Um, she's very successful, very patient. Um, and I feel like you're in a really good place and it's just going to continue to blossom. And as I said, if you're not there yet, you will be soon. For those who can relate, for whoever it's for. But as I said, there are some things that need to be balanced out. I feel like you need to heal from some things that were not right, were not fair. I also feel like there may be some documentation connection here or issue that will eventually be resolved. Okay. Some of you may have not gotten something that you wanted, or maybe something didn't go your way, or maybe it's just difficult to reach. But in the end, I do feel like it will even out somehow. Okay. Whether you come up with a solution or something fixes it. I do feel like this is coming up mainly for things in general, things that you have to heal from that just weren't right, be it work, family, friends, love, whatever. Okay. As I said, there's a new beginning. Ace of Cups. Okay. It's going to make you feel really good. I mean, you're going to feel like you're on top of the world if you don't already. I think some of you are definitely inching your way up there and you can sense it. You can feel it. You're probably smiling a lot. Okay. For others, I feel like it's something you're going to see soon. There is light. Okay. There really is. Make sure that you stay hopeful. I have a feeling you're going to receive something though, too. It may be news or it could just be an idea or something that opens your mind and just kind of makes you feel and see things differently. That is also going to help you. I don't know what that is, but that's also what I'm sensing. I know you sacrifice a lot. That's what I'm sensing from the Hangman. But, it's almost like everything you sacrifice is going to come back. Don't feel like it was a waste of energy. Don't feel like you're never going to get past that point or receive back what you have gave up, because I feel like some of you gave up something. Okay. I also feel like there's an awakening happening, as I said before, spiritually, but just, in your life in general, seeing things differently, seeing things about yourself differently. As I said, some of you are soul searching. I will say that there's going to be things that are lifted that is going to help you think about solutions and ideas to move forward, not just in life, but also that situation I was talking about as far as documentation. Okay. And that could be work related or just business, a project, whatever. But there's going to be a lot of things lifting off your shoulders that's going to help you see clearly. Okay. It will help you make decisions. I will say take a step back though. Okay. Some of you get very emotional and you may not see all your options. You may not see the full picture, but I feel like if you take a step back, you will. Okay. Now, I will say some of you have a very good what do I want? I'm trying to think how to say it. I guess ideas, plans, and overall vision. The problem is I feel like your emotions can cloud your judgment, okay? You got to be careful with that. Make sure that you balance, okay? I will say I feel like there's also a lot of people around you, and some are just as emotional, okay? I think that there may be some lack of empathy here coming from other people, but maybe even you sometimes. Don't get offended. But it's more of well, the emotions block the vision, okay? The true picture. So that can make things confusing. Okay, it can create misunderstandings, miscommunication. And I have a feeling that there's a lot of that going on. I will say, I don't know. I feel like this is someone else. I know I mentioned there's someone that is kind of controlling and emotional too, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this is someone else. You got a lot of people around you. Um, there's someone around you that really it's weird because I feel like someone needs your help, but then I feel like there's someone who's very selfish. They play victim a lot. Maybe they even lack emotional maturity. Um, but for some reason, I feel like you're supposed to be helping someone. The thing is, even with that, you got to be choosy. It's almost like you have some people around you that they're going through stuff, but there's one that needs your help, and I feel you can help them. I really do. But there's other ones that may want your help. Um, I don't really want to say they need it though. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's some situations where people think they're a victim when they're really not. It could be self sabotage. It could be just being blind. It could be being needy or just feeling like a victim. And I kind of feel like there's some of that in there. So be careful because there is someone who needs your help. Okay. And those other things and those other people may cast a shadow on that person, where it's hard to really see that they need you. Okay. Or what's really going on. Because it could involve other people too, but maybe there's something missing that you need to relook at. Okay. I told you have a lot of people around you. Okay. Knight of Cups in reverse. And oh, look at the world again in reverse. Okay. I feel like it should be upright because it will be soon. Okay. But I also feel like you don't see it that way. And there are things really, really falling into your lap and your place that I feel are giving you the signs. You just got to pay attention. Okay. as I said before, you have a lot of people around you because I'm feeling like this night is a totally different person. You may be in a situation where you need to address a few things with a few people. So maybe there's some strain in multiple relationships. I do feel like there's a lot of misunderstandings. Okay. Um, I I feel like there. So I feel like these two people are hurt, right? But for some reason, it's almost like, well, I just feel like it's like a misunderstanding or something. Okay. I will say that someone is not being straight though. Okay. That could be you. That could be other person. It could be both of you. I don't know. It could be a love. It could be a friend. But I feel like there's a lot of hidden feelings. Okay. And it's almost like no one wants to like be upfront. No one wants to put everything on the table. Now, I will say I'm sensing that I'm going to go back to that documentation, or maybe it's even legal. You know what I'm saying? Even with that, it's almost like, I don't know, there's something off about it. It's almost like you have to prove something, but yet you shouldn't have to prove it. But I also just feel like there may be, first of all, paperwork that you need to handle, but just things that, like I said, you feel like it's going left, but it's actually going right. Or there's at least a way or a loophole. There may be someone that can help you with that, but you need to be open to it. Okay. Because I don't know. I have a feeling that it's the oddest thing. Because I don't know why I keep sensing these two people care about each other, but there's something in the middle. And for some, it could be this issue with maybe court or, like I said, documents or something. I don't know. The thing is, I feel like it's someone close to you. So you have a personal relationship with them. Okay. As I said earlier, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And I don't know. I feel like I need to say that again because I feel like someone may be convincing you of something. I feel like, I feel like some of you are battling your mind and your heart is battling. Okay. But I don't know. I keep feeling like someone's trying to show you something and you're not really seeing it. And it could even be this king trying to show you that there's a plan, that there's a way, or trying to show you that, well, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, or that there's just, something you're not seeing. Okay. There's a lot of emotion here with you and other people. Yeah, I will say it's draining, but I also feel like you're at a good place too. You know what I'm saying? To really grow and prosper in a lot of ways. I just think it needs to be handled with care, but also just, be patient. I do feel like you need to fix something here. I don't know. I keep feeling like these two need to be fixed. I don't know why. And, maybe you had a falling out with, I don't know, a sibling, a friend, a lover. I don't know. But I feel like there are two that don't want to confront something. Or even if they do, it's like, I don't know. It's like there's like a miscommunication. And like I said, a lack of empathy. I don't know why I keep feeling that. But I still feel like it feels like it's from a misunderstanding. It could even be that you or the other person, could be more than one person, just aren't being upfront, being stubborn. Because I kind of feel like these two don't want to. It's almost like you don't want to feel vulnerable. Both parties. I'm not just talking about you. But I also feel like someone needs your help. As I said, you got a lot of people around in Cancer. Okay. just choose wisely who you put your energy into, okay? Because I do feel like there's maybe someone you need to handle. Look around and find some signs the universe is speaking to you. Yeah, see? Definitely signs. And I feel like as long as you rely on your intuition, you're good, because I feel like you deep inside a lot of the answers that you're wondering and contemplating in your mind. Okay. I just think you need to really trust yourself and also trust what you see. Okay. And what I mean by that, if there's something that is nagging at you, or something that you see and you don't want to see, or maybe something you see that is clear as day, but you just don't want to accept, be more open. Relook, take a step back if you need to. But I just feel like it's almost like you don't want to see certain signs. And other times you ignore them, and then sometimes you really I guess pay attention, but it's like you're choosing what signs you want to pay attention to, yet they are there and available to you. And I feel like you know this, but for some reason, it's like you just choose which ones you want to pay attention to. Be careful with that. Truly, truly look deep inside of you and you just follow your intuition. You have very high intuition and it will help you. That is your true best friend there. Okay, Cancer. But that is your message. I hope it helps in some way, and good luck.